All right. Hello, Facebook. My name is Inell with Parents Advocating Love and Support Consultants, and we're going to try to do some helpful tips and tricks for parents out there in under 10 minutes. We're going to give it a try. You ready?
Yes.
I have a little helper. This is my son, Josiah. You say hi, Josiah.
Hi.
So I want to talk to you guys about kinesthetic learners. If you don't know what that means, that is a child or anyone who learns using multiple senses. So I know for me last year when my son, when the pandemic hit and my kids were learning virtual, he was still in preschool. And so he doesn't do well with cue cards or writing on a worksheet. And so, I was like, I need to do some other stuff because he's getting bored. He needs to learn his letters. He needs to learn these things before he gets to kindergarten, right? So we tried something different. So instead of him doing worksheets all the time or using screen time, because we know screen time can't use a lot of it, we decided to make a sensory box. So this is just simply a little bucket here that has some sensory beads in it and alphabet, right?
Yep.
And you can do a sensory bucket with anything. You can use a sensory bucket to put water in it and some bubbles. You can use a sensory bucket to put leaves. You can do colored rice. You can make all beads. Yes, so we have beads. So he's going to play around in it. And so if you have a child who's a kinesthetic learner, they don't always learn by you holding up a flashcard and saying A, A, right?
Yes.
So he's got some beads. We're going to play around in it. And so what I learned about Josiah is he's a kinesthetic learner. So he learns by, let me see if I can hold it up. He learns by touching and feeling and all that good stuff. All right. Can you pick a letter out? Pick out something.
A.
A. And A says what?
A.
Ah. Like a?
Apple.
Apple. Look at that.
B for ball.
And so he would put it back in there and he would just play around with it. So if you have a kinesthetic learner, here, I'm going to put that over there so he can play. Because we try to do live on my laptop, not good with that. So we're going to use my phone. And hopefully you guys are getting to see the content, right? So if you have a kinesthetic learner, you can use many different things for them to learn, especially a child who has sensory processing disorder, a child with ADHD. If they can't sit down and learn something from a worksheet, try to incorporate some sensory items in there so that they can learn. And so the sensory beads really help. And you can, like I said, get a container. You can use anything you want. And for a kinesthetic learner, they use all their senses that they can learn multiple ways. So you'll hear people say, oh my gosh, I'm a visual learner. Or I learned just by somebody telling me I can read it. Some children learn by many different senses. So they can learn by either feeling, right? Also telling them, modeling it, and eating what they taste, things like that. So he can use his different senses. So the senses he's using now is, of course, his auditory. He's using his tactile, which he's touching things, and he's also saying it. So he's learning different ways to be able to understand his letters. So if you are like me and a mom that have no idea what to do when you're just kind of tapped out of ideas, try using some fun tools that you can add in for them to learn. So again, you can get a bucket and you can put water and soap in it with letters. You can go outside and get some leaves and sticks and just make a sensory bucket and put some learning material in there for them to learn. And this is also great for language development. So try a sensory bucket. If you would like some more tips or tricks or anything like that, feel free to message me, and I would love to give you a consult with you and be able to help you with some more tips and tricks. All right, Josiah, you want to say bye?
Bye.
I hope that helped. And if you need anything else, I'm gonna try to turn it this way because it didn't work that way. Let me tell y'all, I'm not tech savvy. I don't know if you guys are like me. I'm not tech savvy, but we tried, right? He is having a good time. Look at that. Let me see if they can get a good look of the sensory bucket. Look at that. All right, say bye.
Bye.
All right, see you guys later.